Cause when you get that rich, the white woman don't focus on your dick. Yeah, she go get all the money affairs and all to make sure the businesses run smooth, go get the charity, and the black woman be squabbling with you about your dick. Yeah, your black woman go squabble with you about your dick. White woman go open charities up, start doing book clubs and reading shit, making sure she picked an accountant and financial advisor, and the black bitch go be one of my bitch. Who is that calling? Who is that? So that's why I ain't bullshit. She gonna be stuck on the dick part. She ain't gonna never get the financial business aspect of it. So I see why them niggas do that.
Yeah. So you don't think that makes them what can I say?
You damn near have to. When you go to making the kind of money them niggas making, homie, for one, the black woman, homie, she'll trip anywhere. She'll check you in front of your business partner. And so he'll start saying, man, you can't control your woman. Man, your woman coming. So he'll start not wanting to do business with you. Because your woman, y'all will be out together, nigga, your woman will catch attitude in front of his woman and wife, and everybody about business be looking at your woman crazy because she in her feelings. Mm. The black woman, between the black woman and the black man, they in their feelings everywhere. Everybody else trying to have a good time, they go get in their feelings. Everybody else trying to conduct business, handle business, nigga, it's gonna be so, that's why you see all them niggas with a white bra. Unless they been with the woman like Snoop Dogg, Denzel, that's why. Because nobody's training and teaching black girls how to deal with successful black men. They just learning how to deal with hood niggas. Niggas who, like nobody's teaching and training them on.
What it do, YouTube? Is Coffee. Tapping back in, man, and Charleston White done did it again. I'm sure this clip that is certain to go wild viral throughout the blogosphere is more than likely going to be controversial. Comment and let me know your thoughts. First, before even breaking down what Charleston White was saying, I'd just like to ask everyone if you believe that that is indeed true, that the majority of professional black athletes that are getting to that bag marry white women. Is that actual factual? Is there numbers on that or what? Like, is that indeed a fact? Comment everyone and let me know. Secondly, what do you guys believe about what he was saying about finances and drama and things of that nature? And everyone comment and let me know if you tap into the majority of Charleston White's interviews. And let me know if you think that the interviews just go to the types of conversations that many would deem to be controversial, as I was referencing, or, do they cover a lot of different ish and then just certain type of conversations come up in a lot of his interviews. I feel like I have not been seeing as much Charleston White just in general across the timeline. But aside from just seeing Charleston White content, I feel like I've been seeing less interviews. I don't know, maybe I'm tripping. Comment and let me know if you agree with that or not. I've always heard that Charleston White, when it comes to doing interviews with platforms, is type of cat that's always had a hefty price tag. Like, he's getting paid to do interviews. You know what I mean? Like, it's wild when it comes to the content. Some cats, like, early on in their blogosphere career, they're doing interviews like at their own request to get on for free, to try to get more eyes on them, more attention on them and such. You know what I'm saying? We've seen people do wild and crazy ish to get on No Jumper. Like, that's an example of what I mean. But platforms do and will pay. It's like a tricky game, a tricky market. But Charleston White has always been a dude that, has had numerous of his own platforms strucketh down, because he'll delve into certain controversial topics and things that, a lot of cats know, like, yo, don't say this, don't say that. It can get you in some trouble. Charleston White has never backed down from going there. You know what I mean? In fear of losing his own platforms. But then when people have always wanted to sit down with him, he's always like, yo, like, you got to pay the ticket. So with all that being said, I wonder if a lot of the cats that are paying him for the interviews are like, okay, like Charleston, we got to go here, we got to go there. Like, do y'all feel what I'm saying? That because that's the way it's always been, from my understanding. And I've heard this from individuals that, you know, are some pretty big content creators that I would say, not like I'm tapped into a whole bunch of them, but there's a few out there. And, you know, it's just always been the word that Charleston White, you know, he wants to get paid for someone to sit down with him. So I wonder, with that being the way that it is, that a lot of cats are like, okay, well, yo, I'm definitely gonna like stir Ish up and really delve in to some very, very viral type moments, like you know what I'm saying? Like, because of that, I wonder, you know, the type of cat he is and the fact that cats gotta pay him. I wonder if that has kind of created a lot of these super viral situations that we've seen, where individuals are like, yo, if I'm shelling out some brethren, we gonna get to it, you know. Comment, let me know your thoughts across the board. And then in other news,
so Wack, I ain't finna argue with you. When I get there. But at the end of the day, don't sit up there and lie and say I rolled up off some other yard and I couldn't be on the line. That ain't true. But you can check my files, anything and everything about it. One thing about it, my being a high notoriety and high profile person, it seems they put certain people on certain yards. It's actually easier on the line for me than being on this yard. I refused when I first got here, so I was in a hole. But I'm not gonna stay in a hole when you locked up 23 hours a day. You can't get no radio, can't have no TV, can't have no fan, can't have no hot pot, can't get no packages, you only can spend a little money on campaign, can't really get campaign. I want to touch my myself every day, folks, which I had nothing to prove.
Y'all hear that, man? Suge Knight addressing WACK100, and you see Wack posted on his Instagram that Suge is a PC inmate. You see the picture here, Suge way back in the corner in the cut. It says, the exposer Suge, you're PC'd up and went to a dropout J category yard. All of us that have been to CDC prisons know this group or crowd doesn't look right. You're doing safe, weird time. All the homies know this is a violation. You have men drooling. What's he say? You have men drooling, men playing Rainbow, and some other ish. Shout out to my inside Rick Ross guy for the pick. Correctional officers matter. The exposers worldwide. So kind of took a shot at Rick Ross there as well. But oh yeah, when he's saying drooling, he's talking about cats pretending to be crazy, playing J-Cat games, you know, trying to do safe time. But you heard in the clip, Suge is saying like this is against his will. You know what I'm saying? That he came in originally, he refused to be put in, what do they call that when you're a high profile inmate and, you know, they deem you to be like not an insurance risk. I can't think of the right word at the moment. Comment, y'all, help me. You know what I'm saying? I'm drawing a blank, but you know, we've seen this like Capone and Noriega. Capone, when he went to prison in New York back in the day, where it was always that he was non-PC on the, like, not mainline. That's like Cali talk. I'm no prison expert or whatever. You know what I'm saying? The prison politics and culture is different, of course, from the East Coast to the West Coast, but that like he was doing time like any other individual that touched down. And I always heard rumors that he pushed for that higher body. Like, what do y'all think about that? If a high profile inmate really wanted to do their time, like with Suge on the main line, could he sign off like, yo, I absolve the prison of any responsibility, or are they going to keep him in that kind of type of cell block or yard or whatever the case is? Like, comment and let me know. You know, he was saying he'd like mainline time would actually be easier than the time he's doing, according to Suge, and that, you know, he went to the hole because he refused to go to this PC against his will, but he ain't about to sit back and not be able to cook and get commissary like, you know, he wants to, and just different privileges that he couldn't get if he was in the hole. Like, what do y'all think about this? It's so interesting as well. I don't know what reignited the Wack Suge beef, as you know, they've been on and off, you know what I'm saying? But it's intriguing. You see people commenting. As we know, Wack is very strategic the way he does everything, and a lot of the game he soaked up about the music industry, right, was from being around Suge Knight in the Row era of Death Row, when it was like on its way out or whatever. But the point that I'm getting at is, you know, a lot of people have always said, look at Wack, he wants to be the new Suge and all this. Wack always shoots that down like, oh, why do I want to be a dude who flucked up, did this and that, you know? Like, he tries to downplay Suge's accolades and achievements, and, you know, that Suge did bad business and such, which in a sense is very, very true. You know what I mean? Like, he destroyed a lot of relationships, and, you know, a lot of people were afraid to do business with him. But at the same time, Wack, you know, destroys a lot of relationships and whatnot. But he knows the right asses to kiss on the low, and he does. Pause. But it's just so funny, like, everything else aside, and once again, everyone tap in, comment, share all your thoughts across the board. There's always been these comparisons between Wack and Suge. But and we know, you know what I'm saying, with Suge, a lot of the image and whatnot was more like legend and folklore. Do y'all feel me? Like, Suge did a lot of wild-ish and all that, but at the end of the day, once Suge got knocked out, everyone was popping off on Suge. And we even found out that Suge got aired out by Akon's bodyguard and pressed charges on him. Like, straight up filed a police report against him, filed charges, and tried to do like an extortion type move, or, you know, like, hey, I'll drop the case, because I think the dude was on like federal paper or something like that. I can't recall exactly all the way it went down, but he was like, yo, I won't show up to court. I'll drop the case if you pay me. And I think they did pay. You know what I mean? Like, what I'm getting at is Suge Knight really, at the end of the day, wasn't as tough as, you know, he was really cut out to be. In a sense, he was kind of like a bully. But nonetheless, what I'm getting at is this whole image that many feel Wack wanted, similar to that of Suge Knight. Suge in his prime, the way he was looked at. And again, you know, that legend all got tore down at the end of the day. In a sense, he really got exposed. But the point that I'm getting at is that, like, Wack never been looked at like Suge was looked at in his prime. Wack has always had a comedy type. Like, people have always looked at Wack as a jokester, prankster, and ish like that. And, you know, the wild, crazy ish he's doing in the blogosphere these days is just like something else, man. But I don't know, Wack, Suge Knight, the beef is reignited. Let's talk about it in the comments, as well as Charleston White. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for updates, music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. And I'm gone.